Hey everybody. So, I haven't used this channel in like 2 months. So this is gonna be fun. Oh, he's still here. Yeah, this is the Rant World. Obviously, you guys know that the last. Wow, why can't I sprint? Obviously, you guys know that the last time I used this, I unfortunately was not doing so well. Luckily, news update on that. I'm doing way better. I've just been happier. Everything's been going good so far, so nothing too bad. I'm enjoying life again. And I got on today. I decided I wanted to do a rant video for no apparent reason. I just kind of been bored. And there's a ton of things I want to talk about, but I have to filter through my mind what's appropriate for this channel and what isn't. Because unfortunately, this channel can't go into too many things because I don't want to anger too many people. Like, even though this is my personal views, like everything like going on in my life, I'm still going to stay as neutral as possible in a few things. So I can't talk about everything that's going on in the world, but I can talk about a few personal things. So I'm pretty sure in the last video I said this channel was mainly for personal reasons. Hopefully that's how I keep it, but I don't know. So anyway, the plan of today is to figure out whatever the heck I want to talk about and just do some fun stuff. Because I missed this world. I love this world. I just wanted to come back to it, and I can't come back to it unless I'm doing a rant video. So part of this is me just wanting to play this world again after being on Minecraft, which videos will be out soon for Java Minecraft. Um, but I've just been wanting to get back on the world, so yeah. Anyway, a few things I want to talk about today. Let me think. I already gave y'all the news update on my life. Like, if y'all don't know, Christmas, if you saw the 2026, the great live stream of 2025, which I did. It's awesome. I got so many people on. If you haven't seen it, you need to. It's awesome. And the stream was really cool. But basically, y'all know what I got. I have a ton of new cool stuff, which is awesome for me. I just remember showing off a few stuff and getting reactions out of it. It was funny. Real funny. I'm horrible. But, yeah. So, let me think. Oh, yeah, that topic. Okay. Sorry. Something I didn't know if I wanted to talk about right now in this video. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna talk about it because technically it's already leaked into the channels. Hey, awesome. Sorry, I'm Kristen, so I have to. Is that you? Oh wait, I need to kill you. Can I have you? Can I have your leads? Come on, come on. Give me the leads, bro. Thank you. Your turn. Sorry. You always need leads in Minecraft. Anyway, so if you haven't noticed, I did a post for a friend. I'm calling them S, and I don't want to leak too much information about them because even though they said I could talk a lot about them, I don't want to. It just doesn't feel right to me to leak information. It seems too personal, so I'm only going to leak stuff that I feel it's from my side of what the stuff, not from their side. So, y'all probably don't know this happened because I don't talk about it. All you guys know is if you saw the appreciation post, S is a really good friend of mine. Well, I haven't talked to S in about, almost, well, when I finally got to talk to them again, it had been about over a year. And, yeah, so that was tough, mainly for me. Because I got used to it. Like, I'm a guy that gets used to stuff. Stuff becomes the norm for me. Like, I don't just stop doing stuff. Like, playing Minecraft. Right now, that's the norm for me. I've been doing it for a long time. So it's very hard to get out of this cycle that I have, which is do this, do that. It takes me a little bit to get used to the new stuff. Still weird. I don't know. I've done it in a long time. I haven't had to change my schedule, so, it's not fun for me. I kind of hate it. Hate having to change what I'm doing. So, yeah. It was not good for me because I finally had something change after everything had been normal for about months, maybe a year. Nothing big had happened. So it wasn't good for me, and I'm gonna say it, I was in the wrong a lot on what I was doing. I was just being stupid. Okay, that's all y'all need to know. It wasn't like too bad. If I go into it later, I will talk more about it, but I was just being stupid. A lot of it was me being stupid because I didn't know what the heck was going on. Why do I have this? Never had this happen. I've gotten double wandering triggers. Ooh, nice. So what's your traits? I hate you. Oh, you tempt me. I wish I had more emeralds. What did I get from you, my friend? Did I trade with him in the last episode? I can't remember what happened in this world. Doesn't look like I really got anything from you, so yeah. Is there anything? Wait, good sir, stop moving. I could make that. I'm not making that anytime soon. What's the other guy? The other. You're over here being weird. You're basically the exact same, except I can trade with you for better. So, do I have anything value? This is like a waste of resources, but why the heck not? It's better to have the emeralds and find the village later. So, hey, buddy, you're the one that wants the bucket. No, you're the one that wants the bottle of water. You're the one that wants the water bucket. Thanks, bud. So yeah. Anyway, S is a good friend of mine, and sorry, it was just something happened. So that's why there was this weird cut in the video. I know it was there. You guys just figured that out because I didn't say anything. There's there's a minor interruption, but basically, where was I? I'm gonna get super lost in my own thoughts. Organization power, I know, I'm trying to remember. They disappeared for a long time, which I can't blame them for that. I don't know what happened, but I was an idiot. So, that's on me for being an idiot. I don't like being an idiot, but there's a lot of times where I don't know what the heck is going on up here in my head, which is why you got the other video first, because that was mainly it was not like S leaving caused that. It was nothing close to that. Nothing at all. Not at all, they didn't cause that. So before I start being mean to them, they never had anything to do with the fact I almost went clearly insane. That wasn't them, that was me. Oh, your water bucket guy. Your water. So I'm gonna get. Stay right here. You. You. What do you have? So you have a dark oak 7 for 5. Unfortunately, I don't have 5. I don't think I ever. You have such better traits. So I'm gonna take this from you. And this from. So anyway, yeah. This stuff happened. I was an idiot. And. Okay. I really need to stop losing track, and actually, I need to stop acting like an actual Minecraft player. I need to start talking like this channel's made for. This is not for my Minecraft videos. This is just so I have something to do while I'm yapping. Yeah, so S has gotten back on. Just not as, they're not frequently on, I can say. But they're back. It's nice. I know that they're fine. But, and also, no, I'm not revealing anything like gender or anything. I just don't feel like that's right. Again, like I said, I'm not revealing personal information. I'm just gonna go by the S, and I'm not really revealing much else other than my side of the story, and making it vague so that I'm not giving too much, because I don't want them to get mad at me, and I don't want anything bad to happen to them, or anything really bad at all to happen, because I'm one of those people that will do anything in their power to prevent stuff. So yeah, so that happened. I'm trying to get into the story where I can go and not make this too much of me leaking my own personal information. Because I don't want to do that. Not yet. I just don't feel good doing that. Like, most people know, like, only a few people know what I look like. And only a few people know a lot about me, because I don't reveal that stuff too much. The people I do reveal it to are people I've known in real life. I don't like revealing it much else. It's nothing bad to, like, friends I have online. It's just paranoia. That's basically what it is for me. I am paranoid. Very, very paranoid. A lot of the time, I'm, like, insanely. So, yeah. Anyway, along a bit after that, like, I could say a bit after, like, I was being an idiot after they left. I was really stupid with my decision making and everything. And they didn't cause the mental health problem, that was me. So before I start making it sound like they're the cause of my problems, no, they're not. I'm the cause of my problems. I've always been the cause of my problems, and I will continue to stay the cause of my problems, which is perfectly fine with me because I know I'm the cause of my problems. Okay, so. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I have a very precise plan for what I want the house in this world to look like. Sorry if y'all think I'm gonna stay the way of. Really? Really? I hate that song. Sorry if y'all thought I was gonna stay the way, because I've been doing a ton of stuff on other Minecraft worlds. So unfortunately, I can't stay in the hole. I'm gonna just yap kind of thing. I can't take down that cross. I've made it a goal not to even try to take down the cross. Okay, so right here. Anyway, so yes, I'm the cause of my own problems. I can admit that wholeheartedly. I did that to myself. And, the friend didn't help, like y'all know in the last video. They didn't help at all with what the heck's going on up there. But, yes, I'm doing much better. But, anyway. So I just wanted to give a little bit more information around that, because I feel like it. Like, they said I could. I didn't want to do too much. Again, paranoia. But at the same time, it's not just for me now. It's also for other people. Why does that sound wrong? See, sleep, 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 sleep. Oh no, he didn't despawn. He went to despawn. Did you despawn? No, you did. Why do you always have milk? Like, okay. Wow. So yeah. Um. Still thinking about what I want to say here. Mental state. That's obvious. Wow, I'm like going blank. Has anyone ever had that where you just go blank in your head and you like don't really know why, other than there's nothing there? Your mind just fully stops working one day. So I know that's happened. Like, I usually have something to talk about. I did last video, but now I have nothing. Fully blank, because this is one of the times where I had a plan. This is why I can't have plans. Like, no. I just can't have plans. Like, I think I made that obvious for myself. Why did that happen? If I have plans, they just don't work. Because, like, I either go blank or something bad happens. Wow, that's an extra you can find. Okay. So, yeah. Let me think. Okay, fine. Okay, I think my mind's working again. Basically, after the whole me going weird part, the stupidity part that I was talking about earlier, I just stopped using the thing I was talking to them on. Like, I just stopped. because that helped me. Like, you know that thing where is if you stop using something that's not helping you, you kind of get better? That's what happened. As long as I stopped looking there, like stopped even trying to, you know, do too much on, like it would help a lot. So I stopped using the thing I used, the website I used. And before y'all think it's like Tinder or something, I don't like Tinder. I hate Omegle, and nobody likes Roblox. Oh, ooh, I need you guys. Heck, seeds. Come to me, my darlings. Come to me, chickens. Oh, sweet. You there. Join the army. Oh, Uncle Sam. Aw, it's raining. Hello there. You're joining the squad, bro. You're joining the squad. So stay right there. I'm gonna do a quick switch up on you. Just join the squad. Hey, guys, join the squad. Guys, yeah, join the squad. See, yeah, I stopped using that. That really helped me. You know, other stuff going on in life. You know, life ain't the nicest person. Like, it ain't a person. It's just not the nicest being. Where'd the other guy go? He just die? Where'd number 4 go? Oh, he's with us. Okay. So, yeah, that turned out really well for me because I no longer had to deal with my self. You know, you just don't like dealing with that side of you because that side of you is just a sucky person. You know, they don't help you at all. All they do is cause more problems for you and your brain. So yeah, I was very happy to not have to deal with that because, well, yes, I did want to make sure they were okay. At the same time, I wanted to make sure I didn't, you know, what I wanted to do in the other video to myself. Didn't want to, you know, go into a depressed state because that's bad. I don't want to be depressed. Who wants to be depressed? Depression is like one of the worst things that can happen to a person. It's because your brain just stops wanting to live. It sucks. But y'all just dropping eggs, bro. There we go. There we go. See, that happened. I kind of, like I said, I stopped using the platform. I was very happy with how life was. After that, you know, I had more friends. I basically got out of my little depression circle. I got more friends, and then I went back into it for a little bit, like you guys saw. Yeah, but now they finally, they just finally, like, reappeared, and I don't know. It's like, finally. I wouldn't say relieved, more or less like, you know, people just look at you and go like, finally, like that. Like, I guess angrily relieved. I don't know. I don't know what that's called. That's what I'm calling it. I know that's what I was doing. That's basically how I felt. Uh, that entire time. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be like, oh my god, what the heck? I thought I killed this. Like, no offense to them, but, you know, a year, I don't know what happened, so I can't really be mad at them, but not even I would take a year off, because well, you know what? I'm gonna stop right there, and you know what? These are like the 4 people watching right here. All they're interested in is what I'm holding, the video title. They don't really care that I'm talking. Just kidding, I know you guys care. I saw the one comment left by Trench. Thank you, Trench. If you're watching this, thank you so much. You don't know how much that comment helps me. And yes, S did respond about the video, I'll let that be said. So I'm thanking them, like, I know some people care, but you know, sometimes you just get into that thing of nobody cares. You are alone, nobody cares. The fact that people responded, it tells you some people care. So you know what, that was very nice to me. Just dude, follow the leader. Stop looking at the videos in your featured section. Look at this. Look at this. Thank you. That'd be so funny to the one guy that's doing that. Oh my god, how freaked out would he be? Okay, I'm building a pen now, I guess. Did I have spruce? I had spruce? I didn't know I had spruce. Where's the fence? Where's the fence? Where's the fence? Yeah. So, you just get to that little depression circle. So, I got out of it eventually, which is good. And people started, I started to see more of, you're not alone, dude. Shut up. So, that voice in your head that kind of tells you you're alone? He stopped speaking. I really, after that video, like, I don't really hear that voice anymore. I think it just kind of helped getting my thoughts out there, which is what I'm doing now because I don't want that voice, coming back in like just a few days, just to talk to me about. You should have said some stuff in your head, Stupid, you didn't say anything. Like people won't definitely want to hear you. Like paranoia. Ha! Remind me. So yeah, thanks, buds. Have fun. Sorry. What time is it? Do I have a clock? I don't have a clock. Clock. So you get into that circle, and that circle doesn't help. It's sucky. Life is sucky like that, You get it. You probably get it. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not you. I don't want to do this. So, the sole reason I'm building something in this world after basically not knowing what I was going to do in this world other than the cross, building the cross. Wait, it sounded wrong. Sorry, I've been hanging out with some new people. It's people that might be joining in the series later. I know, sorry. Sorry. Shameless drop. Shameless plugin. I am shameless. Sometimes, okay, this is definitely kind of what I want. Kind of. So, okay, has anyone heard of the guy Otis Redding? If you have, W to you. You are awesome. You are cool. And you're immediately one of the best people on the planet. Not to be rude to anyone else, but I have opinions. And the reason I say that people that know him are cool is mainly because this song started to really help me later on when I was dealing with all the crap I was dealing with. Like, it helped, because now I'm not dealing with that crap. You're doing so much better, now you're not dealing with it. I don't want to do this, because this is definitely not going to... this works. For now. But, sleep. But, so another thing that really helped me cope, other than seeing that people started to care, was the song by Otis Redding, the last song he ever recorded. I think it's sitting on the dock of the bay, yes. Sitting on the dock of the bay. It's just calming. I don't know. It's different, because there is nothing, like, hidden to it. There's no hidden meaning. People think there are because of it wasn't his style of music when he was first getting started. Like, it just, people think, oh, something happened in his head. Like, no, it didn't. No, he's just being a normal dude recording a song that he thinks will do good. And you know what? It did. It was a good song. It helps people because it's not like normal life. It basically tells you that whatever. That's the whole point of that song to me. Like, what the heck? Like, sit down. Sit down. Just do this. You can just rest. Like, relax. That's what I keep on thinking. Relax. Like, stop overthinking everything. Just relax. 'Cause that's what he's doing in the song. He's sitting there relaxing. Okay, I'm gonna kill one of you now because I need food. Oh, I forgot that happens now. I don't like that. I never will like that. Thank you. Sorry for killing your friend. He was reborn. But yeah, that song is good to me. It just does it. It's basically to me like just relax, like, take it easy. Like I know there's an Eagles song about it, but that song doesn't calm me. This song calms me. I love just like you just get to sit. Nothing bad is happening to you. Forget your mental health. Forget everything that's been going on. Just sit there, focus on the ocean, the boats, everything is right in front of you. You don't need to focus on stuff that was happening yesterday or stuff you want to happen in the future. You just get to sit on the bay, on the dock of the bay, and just watch, you know, time go by. It's such a good song, and yes, I'm advertising for it, but it's a good song. That's why I'm advertising. And that song has affected me so much to where the reason I'm building a house like this with that is because I want a bay. I want a dock on the bay. I want to sit. If anything, if I can have a real house, if I can buy my own house, I want a house close to this. Like nothing's gonna be just like this. But I want a house by the ocean where if I'm just not having a good day, I can just sit on, the dock of the bay and just stay. Don't need to do anything. You can just sit there and relax. Like, finally, that's all I want to do. Like, I'm that kind of person. I don't want life to affect me anymore. But anyway, back to the original point of this video. One of the original points of the video. That was something I wanted to add in. There, that song. Because I don't know if it'll help you guys. You guys aren't me. But it helped me. It helps me realize, you don't need to focus on that stuff. You can be perfectly happy and not have to focus on anything, that you hate, that's been basically treating you like crap. You don't need to focus on that. And that's the song even helped me with like the S situation where I was just being stupid and I was not having the best, thought process. There we go. Like I wasn't doing too good. But, like even the other stuff that happened, like, the first video on this channel, the Bash Rants channel. Both, like, of those things. The only thing that would shut my, like, thoughts up was that song. Because it was calming. It was nice. There was nothing bad happening in that song. Nobody was getting divorced. Nobody was hating each other. Stupid. I'm sorry. You know what, Swifties? You know what? I'm gonna come out and say that I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. And I will not be, because of a lot of her songs do not help with your mental health. Like, I could care less about Taylor Swift. Like, she's over here talking about how she expects, like, somebody to get rid of her. Like, I know that's one of her songs. I've heard it. Oh my god, I don't care if there's a different meaning. What's said in the lyrics is what's supposed to be there. I'm sorry, but I like older music. It's not a lot of it's depressing. No, nothing's depressing. Now everything's depressing or doesn't make sense. Like watermelon sugar high. Like what is that? What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Why should I care? It's not helping me get over the fact that, my thought process ain't doing too good. It's not helping me at all. So why should I care about some guy wanting watermelon sugar? No, instead I'm gonna listen to a song about a guy just letting life pass by. And you know what? He's perfectly fine with it. Because for once, it's not targeting him. It's not hurting him. Nothing bad is happening to him. He's just happy. It's basically still. That's what I want. That's the songs that should be being made. I'm sorry to people that like those songs. You know what? I don't even know if S likes them, but if you do, I'm sorry. I hate those songs. I hate the new songs like Blinding Lights. That one's fine, even though I know what it's about. It's just the fact it's like 80s. So I'm fine with like Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, but I'm not fine with like Stupid. It's the stupid songs, but like everyone likes. Who is Doja Cat? I never heard of Doja Cat. Like I just randomly started hearing about her. Like, who is that? Who is that person? I don't know that person. I could care less about that person. I'm sorry to you people that like newer songs. Older songs are so much better. Older songs are so much better. And you know what? Yeah, I sound like a boomer. Guess what? I like sounding like that. Because in the end, nothing bad's really going on in that song. In those songs. Like, sure, we have the outfield with Don't Wanna Waste Your Love Tonight. Like, yeah, sure, that song's just, like, weird. Like, even I know what that song's about. It's weird. Yeah, I can't defend all songs from the 80s, like Cherry Pie. I can't defend all of them, but I can defend the ones that are actually good. The ones that people don't care to listen to. Like, Don't Stop Living. I wonder what it's about. God, that thing got played on so many radios every single day. We need to see what's the most played song. I'm gonna bet a few dollars, like maybe $5, that is the most played song on radios. So, you know what? If I ever meet the person that tells me what the most played songs on radios is, if I'm right, give me $5. If I'm wrong, you get $5 for telling me what is the most played song. So, who wants $5? Tell me in the comments. I will look it up, and then the person that wants the $5, look, I have your relatives. The person that gets the $5, you're awesome. You're awesome. Either I'm right or you're right. I don't know. All I know is that I don't like newer songs. Again, I'm doing a lot of like switching the conversation, but you know what? It's all about my mental health, and that's the main topic of this channel now, isn't it? The stuff going on with my brain, which surprisingly is not that bad. It's just the fact. What the? I couldn't get up. It's the fact that I don't like new songs right now. They're so stupid. They're so stupid. Like, I could go on and on about how I hate so many songs, but I also don't want to because that seems like rude to you guys who tuned into this video not for that. You tuned into this video because of other stuff. So sorry for the 10-minute rant about new songs. Sorry for hurting the feelings of viewers who like those songs. Sorry that I have opinions, Not everyone's allowed to, have opinions now. Like, that's stupid. Like, you're telling me I can't think for myself? Jesus, people. Ugh. Free will doesn't seem to be a possibility. Like, God respects my free will. You know what? Let's get back to this. Let's get to this real second. I saw a video about a girl asking, like, just a random guy who was preaching about God and Jesus. She's like, what do you define God as? And God is a being, not a guy. God has no gender. We refer to him as he for, like, the statement of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. We refer to him as he because of that. God does not have a gender. I'm gonna say he because of the Father thing. God is his own being. He's a being. He respects our free will. God respects our free will. He allowed us to have it, even though Adam and Eve were the ones that basically made it. Do you notice how he didn't smite them? All he did was ban them from the Garden of the Eden. Like, so what? Like, I get it. There's bad things that happen, because of that. But you know what? Not God's fault. And God respected that. He was like, okay, fine, that's your decision. Guess what? Now you get to give everyone free will, but now you just made everyone in the world their own enemies. Like, yeah. Tell me, how many people do you see fighting each other each day over something stupid? Like, there's people who would fight me over a song. I once had a fight with Josh about the Barbie movie because I didn't think it was that good. Yeah, guess what? I still have opinions. I just didn't like, nothing wrong with femininity or whatever. You guys are allowed to have feminine empowerment. I'm not saying that's bad. That's actually really good. It's the fact that the movie didn't have plot. If you're going to release something in theaters, you can't just make it about a topic without a plot. Not everyone's going to like it. It's not going to do as great as you think. Like, sure, sales, I guess I didn't look at the box office sales for it. I guess sales were really good. Like, Tell me, like, somebody tell me how good some sales were for that movie. But, like, I'm sorry, I just didn't think it was a good movie because of the plot. There was no plot. Like, oh, Mattel's the bad guy. Switch up, Mattel isn't the bad guy. Ken's the bad guy. Switch up, Ken isn't the bad guy. Who is the villain? Who is the major antagonist of that movie? Because it's not Mattel, it's not Will Ferrell, it's not Ken. Who is it? The movie didn't make sense. We're helping a girl because we're her Barbies. Now we're talking to a dead person. What? Why is Harley Quinn talking to a dead person that created Barbie? Like, that was not what the movie was about in the last, like, 30 minutes. Huh? Like, at least, you know what? Yeah. Y'all know I like He-Man and all that crap. He-Man! The He-Man movie that was out in 1987? Yeah, may not have done well, but guess what it had? Plot. It was better than the Barbie movie. And a Barbie movie was made today. I want to say that. And why? Why? What was going on in their heads when they thought they could just make a movie about a theme? No, you need a plot. If you don't have a plot in a movie, it won't appeal to anyone. Sure, it appealed to, like, women. Nothing wrong with that. Like, you say right now, you know, I'm great with that. I love the fact that, they got the Barbie movie. I'm fine with Barbie. I'll let Barbie exist. I love, like, the fact that Barbie exists because feminine empowerment. But you want better feminine empowerment? She-Ra, tell me, what does Barbie do other than get in dresses, hang out with a guy named Ken, who could be, like, 15 years older than her? Never define... What is his age? What is his age? Tell me the Barbie lore. Please, somebody, tell me the Barbie lore. How old is Ken? Because I would genuinely be scared if Ken was, like, 50. They never tell you how old Ken is. They tell you, like, Barbie's, like, probably somewhere in her mid-20s. How old is Ken? Most Kens do not look like they're in their 20s. They look older. God. I'm sorry. I'm having a rant. But, like, She-Ra. Let me do the difference between Barbie and She-Ra real quick. She-Ra was the He-Man for girls. Because girls in the 80s loved He-Man. So, guess what the women's department wanted? In Mattel, when He-Man outdid Barbie. He-Man. Yes, one of the best boys' toy lines to ever exist. Other than Transformers. Like, Transformers and He-Man. Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and then there was another one. They're like the best of the best. You would never find anything better than that. And you can't tell me there's anything better than like that. Because look, guess what's still remembered to this day? You see He-Man, it's getting its own movie. Transformers, getting it, still having movies made about it. Like, they aren't gonna die because they were good. They were memorable. She-Ra was memorable. Heck, DreamWorks tried to bring back She-Ra and they failed. I'm sorry. They failed so bad. They fumbled the bag. You can't make She-Ra... I'm sorry, like, LGBTQ, that's fine. It's fine, I'll deal with that. I know gay people. I know a lot of them. Fine with them. They're actually some of the nicest people I met. And those are the ones that aren't trying to enforce it on me. Like, the ones that are going around yelling to me, like, yelling at me, that I'm the guy that's not helping them. Like, I'm friends with a lot of people that aren't straight, and I'm straight. How am I the bad guy? How am I the bad guy if I like these people? Because these people are actually some nice people. The ones that are yelling at me in the streets are the ones I don't like. I'm sorry. Protesters. Calm down. I did not try to hurt you. I just walked on by and you're yelling at me that I'm the problem. Like, oh my god. But yes, I'm fine with the LGBTQ aspect of that, so don't take what I'm saying out of context. Otherwise I will find you and I'll track you down. Oh, you think I'm kidding, Daryl. Daryl, I've been kidding since you stole my pudding! Okay. But yeah, so I was fine with that. What I didn't like is because I'm a fan of the Evil Horde. So if you know She-Ra, you know the Evil Horde. Like, they go together only because She-Ra Horde. The Horde needed to fight someone, and they couldn't appear on the He-Man series, so they went to She-Ra. Well, awesome. I was a fan of the Horde for a long time. I'm still a fan of the Horde. Ah, you saw the live stream. So what I didn't like about that show was how they handled the Horde. Where's Mantenna? Where's Leech? And where's Grizzlor? The only person they kept from the original five. Tachilok has not gotten an appearance since 1985, 1986. He has not appeared in any TV show or media since then. He's just not appeared in any TV show. He's appeared in She-Ra and He-Man, and that was it. The original series. He's not been in anything. Like, the only one of the original five to appear in the She-Ra DreamWorks show was Emo Hordak. Why does Hordak have hair? Why is he a clone? And why is he emo? Hordak was not emo. Hordak was ruthless. It says on his bio of the toy, ruthless leader of the evil horde. How do you fumble that? Dude is not emotional. Like, he doesn't need to be misunderstood. He's evil. He's not misunderstood. Sure, you can have your redemption arc for him, but no, he's not a misunderstood emo teenager that wants acceptance from his brother. Wow, that's a lot of ranting I've been doing. That's one of the things I can say. That is not what that show was. That was not what the original show was about. It was about the fight against the rebellion and the horde. Guess what? Sure, it could have started out like that, but it didn't want to. It wanted to do its own thing. Make Hordak misunderstood. Make this character misunderstood. Let's forget about the people that actually made the evil horde, let's only do the guy that's iconic. I can name one as iconic as Hordak. Mantenna, tell me, when you watched the She-Ra show, did you forget Mantenna existed? If you're watching this and you say yes to that, I won't believe you. Because he was one of my favorite characters. Because he was funny. He was the whipping boy of Hordak. Whipping monster, as Michael Mercy liked to say in his one video. And yes, I'll mention him. They're awesome. The originals were so much better than the new stuff. Yes, boomer material right here. That's me. Why am I not working on my ankles? So right, Randy. It's so dumb. Like, why? Why? I don't understand what's wrong with some people these days. Like, some people are just really not doing good in the head, if you ask me. And that's me being nice. That's me being nice. I could say so much more, but I won't. Because I want to be nice. I don't want to be the mean guy everybody hates. I don't like being that guy. That guy sucks. But, oh my god. The writers of that show, well, I'm fine with the fans of that show existing. The writers? If you want to revive something, you don't fumble it. You keep it going and make it good. That show, no matter what people tell me, it destroyed the one thing that made She-Ra She-Ra. The toys. There were no toys of it produced because Mattel saw the problem immediately. Everyone's like, Mattel was in the wrong. Mattel was in the right. They wanted toy sales. They could care less about your little sensitive opinions. They're a company. Here's a newsflash for a lot of people. Companies will only make your opinions, what they want when it's valuable to them. Most toy companies don't do that. They don't. Because it doesn't matter who you are, you're a kid. They're not selling to some 50-year-old guy unless it's a collectible, and even then the 50-year-old guy doesn't care if He-Man, is dressing up in tights. Like, everyone hated 1990s He-Man in tights. He's still the least favored He-Man out of every He-Man. No one wanted him. No one asked for him. No one needed him. He was made because Mattel didn't care about what we thought. So, the people that like Mattel should not have stopped with the toy line. They saw the problem with the show before anyone else did. The show was not made to sell toys. The whole purpose of She-Ra, He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe. Must I go on? was not for your entertainment. Hasbro and Mattel made those shows to sell the toys. So, yes, I will go on and on. Like, look, I'm a Horde Trooper. I am a Horde Trooper. I'm my profile picture. Yes, I'm a big fan. You can see the Horde emblem right here. It's the red on my chest piece. My chest. I know the business world almost. I don't know all of it. Like the back of my hand. They did not care at all. Marvel only cares because it's owned by Disney. Otherwise, no. You wouldn't even be seeing Marvel care. Because comics didn't need to care. Heck, comics are some stuff that they were offensive. And you know what? I don't care about who you are. I don't care what you think. I'm gonna go into business mode for a minute there. For a minute here. If I'm gonna sell something, I'm gonna sell it. And I don't need you rambling on about how I'm being the insensitive person over here. When all I'm doing is selling what I need to keep my business from dying. Like, tell me how I'm in the wrong when I'm trying to survive in a world that most things fail to survive in because they care too much. A company cannot care. We'll say that over and over again. A company should not be able to care. They shouldn't care what you think. Unfortunately, companies, well, people say that. And when I'm a customer, I'll say that because you know what? I contradict myself. But that's when I'm in customer mode. When I'm in business mode, I don't care. Honestly, why should I? What benefit, other than you buying my stuff, does me caring about you do for me? Most companies don't care you exist. They make you think that they do by like, oh, we love and we need your feedback. You don't need crap. They just need you to be buying stuff, so they make you feel good about yourself, so that you still buy their products. Pay money so that they get money. Like the idiots in this world that think companies will care about you, you know, they don't. Honestly, I'll say it right here. As someone who wants his own business half the time, they don't care. I know it. I want to care for the customers, but sometimes it's in the better interest of the business to not care. Because you don't need to. It's just a myth. It's a myth set up by everything you've seen. TV, newspapers. They should care. They don't. The TV medias, the TV, stuff. They're only caring because of public image. And guess what? Disney's ruined its public image half the time, not because of the LGBTQ stuff. Not because of that. You know why they ruined it? They ruined it because they went woke. Woke was stupid. Sorry to all you woke people, it was dumb. So utterly dumb. I got to watch that grow. I've never really seen something grow in full time. Woke was dumb. It was so dumb. Like, what? Like, I didn't need you to tell me how I should think. I don't need you telling me that I'm... Again, the problem. The people that say you're not a part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Do you know what the problem is, or are you just listening to people tell you what the problem is? Like, I could ask people that question and they wouldn't have a definite answer at all. Because most people, when they say you're the problem, they don't know what the problem is. You know what the problem is? Whatever's being fed to them on a silver platter. No one cares about you. Sorry. The only people that care about you are family and friends. You know what? I learned that. Y'all know how I learned that. I care about my viewers. I care about my friends. I want my viewers to know that I am fine with expressing some opinions, but I'm not fine with expressing others, because I do want to maintain an okay public image. I want to seem like a guy you can, trust, and I am. Most people do trust me. Like, I have a ton of people that trust me. You can ask a lot of my friends. I'm trustworthy. I'm a very nice guy. I've never been mean unless I have a reason to, or I'm just not feeling great that day. Like, people are being crappy to me, I'm going to be crappy back because that's karma and that's life. No one's nice to you if you're the crappy person. And yes, I know that can be backfired on me because I'm not an idiot. But you know what? the crappy people in this world that think they can get away with anything are wrong, because karma just likes to take its sweet little time with you. Trust me, karma is the worst person on the planet. It is the worst thing on the planet. It will never be your friend. Like, the second I enjoy somebody getting karma, guess what gets fired back onto me? Karma. It doesn't care. It's gonna target you no matter who you are, no matter how much money you have. It'll target the poor people. It'll target the rich people. It'll target people in power. It will target people who aren't in power. Unfortunately, those are people who believe that they can get away with stuff. Like, okay, can I say one thing? One thing, and then y'all can get mad at me if you want. But there are a few things you shouldn't be doing, like property damage. Property damage can get you in very bad legal trouble, which can unfortunately suck for the future of you, your family, and your kids. You, your family, your future kids, or whatever. It will suck. Like the people who were attacking the Teslas. They had a reason. Well, it wasn't a good reason. Like, you can't tell me it was a good reason because politics. Politics is one of the worst reasons to do stuff. Like, even I don't talk about that. I'll only talk about this as an example. Like, I'm not in defense of some of the stuff they do. I'm never in defense of everyone and everything. I'm not in defense of one side. As Sarge likes to put it, I don't really care for either. Like, I stopped caring for either a while back. Like, yeah, I know people that care for only one side. I don't care for either side because both sides are stupid at times. At times, you guys can be not the best. Don't take this in the wrong way, but both sides are not always, they're not always right. You're not always right because it's your opinion. Your opinion is never right. It's only right to you because it's your opinion. Anyway, the whole reason I brought up the Tesla thing was because of the property damage and the fact that can get you in really bad legal trouble, and it's really stupid to do. It's one of the worst things to do in your life. It will really ruin you, ruin your future. Like, you can't really get a good job if you're one of the people that keyed a Tesla. Like, that's property damage. That's property damage. You can't go around doing that. There is no one in this world that can go around doing that. Like, I mention a certain topic. 2001, September, you know the day. Nobody cared about who was president. Nobody cared about the fact that one side was better than the other. You know what they cared about? The fact people died. People are still dying because of opinion. You know why those you know why that happened that day? Because of opinion. They think America is one of the worst countries because we have freedom. Like, I'm sorry, brother. What are you doing? I don't have seats. Okay, cool. Like, they didn't care. They didn't care at all. They didn't care who was in that place, who were in those places. They were going to get rid of us because we didn't agree with them. And now you see that happening in our own country again. Again, this is the second time that. Well, not the second time. This happened a lot. This happens a lot because we can't get it out of our little heads that we're right. Guess what? My actions with S was not right. I could have thought it was. Not anymore. Like, I grew up. It's not right. It was not right to go berserk in your own head and think that you're on the right side of the situation. You're not. I wasn't. I was on the bad side of the situation. Like, what was I doing? That's my thought process. What was I even doing half the time? You're not aware of what you do until it backfires on you. I did not mean to rhyme. You're not aware at all. Like, all you see is I'm right, they're wrong. I can do what I want because I'm right. It's not a good mentality to have. That's one of the worst mentalities to have because it'll get you in very bad trouble. I don't want to have to look at one of my friends who likes only one of the sides and have to either bail them out of jail or find out they got killed. I don't want that. I never want that. Because that's not good. You ruined your own life. Or you ruined somebody else's. It's not good. So even though I'm not on either side, I will say this. Don't go around thinking you can just go and get rid of people because of their opinions, like a certain person. Yes, he may have said some stuff, but you know what? He still didn't deserve to die for talking. Should I deserve to die because I'm talking? I'm telling you about what I think, what I'm trying to get a point across right now, using stuff that you might not like, but you know what? It works in the end. Exactly. There's two different sides of the argument people don't look at. Pros and cons. Most people only see the pros because the pros are short term. The cons are long term. Cons have been long term for a long time. The cons of that situation were that those people, either they died or they went to jail, and they still would die eventually, like death row. I'm glad Texas still has it. Because you know what? They need it. It's needed. Like, where would we be without that? Like, I'm sorry for those that think it's wrong. It's not. I'm gonna get another thing across real quick. I don't know if I talked about it in my last video, but if I did, here's a little recap. If I didn't, guess what? You're getting another story. So, a long time ago, actually not too long ago, like a few years ago, I was on a server. This was my first year in Discord. As y'all know, I have a Discord server. I use Discord a lot. I use it on calls to talk to people. Like, I use it a lot. But first year I had it wasn't, the best because Josh invited me onto one of his servers where he had a ton of friends. If y'all know Warrior Cats, that was this thing. That was the whole thing that he had gotten me into, and now he had a server for it that he had friends on. Well, there was this one guy, we're going to call him Mason. Mason joined after a lot of stuff that had. Let's just say Josh didn't have the best intentions over stupid stuff like content creator wars. That was what his plan was, and then that got us all in trouble because he basically created an army to raid somebody's Discord server. Everyone knows about that stuff. Well, somebody sold us out. Not all of us made the best decisions. On one hand, I did not make the best decision at all. I was not, who I am right now. I was stupid, thinking that I could say whatever and get away with it. Like, you can't. I learned that now. You can't say whatever and get away with it. It's dumb. You can't. That's not ever going to happen. God and karma, two beings I believe in, will not let that happen. They're going to kick you down for saying it and tell you you were wrong straight to your face. I'm sorry. That's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. But anyway, so Mason joined because we thought it was him. Somebody said it was him. Well, he joined and we were mad. I said some questionable stuff. I don't need to say. I was stupid. Like I said, I wasn't who I am now. And some people did say some stupid stuff. Josh, on one hand, for the guy he acts like sometimes, he was the calm one, which is comedic to me. Not everyone here knows him. He doesn't get calm as much anymore. He's not always calm, which, no offense to him, but he'll still take offense, because he likes to do that. It's just two different people, and we just kind of, I don't know, we stayed opposites, I guess? I don't know. We still stay that way where one of us grew up, one of us went back down. I, on one hand, as you can see, no longer, I did, I go back into that, but it's not the same questionable stuff, as it was different. I'm not saying what I did was right, I'm just saying it was different stuff I said. But with this story, it's different. So anyway, Mason later turned out to be a guy named Costa. So if you know where I'm going with this, if you're up on your news of other countries, you'll know where this is going. It's not always nice to talk about, but I'm just gonna talk about it because you know what? I have to. I'm done kind of living in a ton of secrets all the time. So Costa, he was nice first. he developed a relationship with one of the people on there who he knew in real life, which, if you know Kat, that's what we're calling her. If you know the story, you know that didn't end well for Kat. Costa was not well in the head. He was what I could have been. He was very paranoid. He basically thought everyone was laughing at him, hated him. That could have been me. Yes, you could have had me. They would have told you who I was, what my social media was, and that I would be placed on death row for what I did. And you know what? Me now, if I did that back then, the guy talking to you right now would have agreed with that decision. Because I can't even live with taking someone's life. Like, if you take someone's life, I don't know how you can live with that. That everyone deserves to live, and the fact that you take that away sucks. But yes, so Costa, if you know what he was, you know that this all happened in Serbia. He was a kid that shot people. He was, that type of thing. And yeah, and I knew him. I knew him, but I only knew one side of him. Until it was too late. So that's the story. That's story time. Story time isn't nice, is it? You thought everything had a good ending, not me. I know the truth. I'm not one of those people that live in my own little world half the time. I'm over here like, oh, everything's sunshine and rainbows. Yeah, no, no, sunshine and rainbows is if it wasn't, if it was just a 1% better than it is today. God, no, nothing is ever going to be sunshine and rainbows. There's people that think that. I feel so bad for you. I do, because you took your blue pill and you were fine with it. You're not living in the red pill. You took your blue pill and let people control you and tell you that everything's fine. We're in the right. Those guys are in the wrong. Like, yeah, people take their blue pills and then they don't get out of their blue pills. And then they live in this world that's made up. Made up by the media, made up by both medias, before somebody gets mad at me. Both medias make up a world for people to believe in. It's a stupid little world that people believe in because they think, oh, people are happy, people are fine. No, nobody's fine. It's definitely stupid with a lot of people. Basically, I'm just trying to say, I couldn't tell who he was. Not at all. Couldn't. I didn't know that he was some guy that was gonna end up being one of the worst people I've ever met. I didn't know him. I didn't know he existed. I didn't know the real him. All I knew was the guy online. Wow, this is turning out to be like some Chris Hansen stuff. All I knew was the guy online, and then he came to my house, and that never happened. I live in America. That would never happen. He didn't. He's arrested. He will be placed on death sentence when he turns 18. But no, I did not know him. I did not know the real one. I knew the one that was fake. There's a lot of fake people in the world, and those are the people you look at today, and a lot of them you want to be. Like, people usually lie just to make you like them. Like, the whole be yourself stuff died a long time ago. It died because nobody could be themselves. You had to live up to a norm, and you couldn't get out of that norm. Wow, this conversation took a turn. Ugh. So yeah, I'm doing my third person neutral view of everything in life, and you get to deal with it, those of you that disagree with me. Because I know there's people out here like, you're wrong. You're so wrong. I don't care. Could care less about you thinking I'm wrong. Because guess what? In the end, if I'm wrong, does that make you right? Even though you could agree with the fact that nobody's opinions are right? Yeah, Daryl. I know you. I know you're kind. Sorry, I'm targeting some random people. I'm targeting the guy named Daryl that might be watching this video. I was like, how does he know who I am? Like, I'm sorry. If there's a Daryl watching this, I'm so sorry. I just picked a random name in my head and started saying it. So I'm so sorry for those Daryls that think I'm targeting you because you exist. No, I'm just saying your name because first name that popped in my head. So yeah. Yay! I'm making people upset because I have opinions that they don't agree with. Guess what? That's life. Yeah. I'm not gonna let you live in your sunshine and rainbows world. Guess what? That world doesn't exist. I already said that world will never exist. The best way to make that exist is we do what Agents of Shield did in one of the episodes. Yes, if you know what that show is, you're goated. You're like awesome. But I love that show. I loved it. I watched all of it. I love it. If you know what I'm talking about, the framework, if that is the only way your sunshine and rainbows, sunshine and lollipops world will ever exist, is if you make it coded into a game. This right here is a sunshine and rainbow world because I'm not doing wars. I don't have anyone on here to fight. I'm surviving and I'm making it and I'm happy. This is a sunshine and rainbow world. There's no wars, there's no conflicts. It's just happiness. It's peaceful. Guess what? Not everything's like that. And the people that think there's stuff like that, I'm sorry, you're wrong. That world doesn't exist and never can. Not in the real world, at least. Because the real world, there's nations, there's countries, there's everything going on wrong in the world. Sucks. See, I knew I had something to talk about. Ugh, I just ruined my reputation in one whole video because I needed something to talk about. Well, you know what? Now you know where I stand on a lot of problems in the world. Okay, putting that there. Yeah. Like, I just I can't let that world exist. I can't like you can exist there. You can be happy with that world in your head. I can't. I look at the world and I just see, what you saw when you were younger doesn't exist. It doesn't. It's kind of sucks. We all want to be a kid because the kids didn't have all the crap we're dealing with. Oh my god. We didn't have to deal with life. We were living in our sunshine and rainbows world. There's people that still think that world exists. I'm sorry, I grew up and I learned it doesn't. Most of the world now is either us thinking that we suck, us hating ourselves, or we get ourselves into situations that we can't get out of. And that we were stupid. Unfortunately, sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops will never happen. And that's why we have video games. Because we can go to that world, but that world doesn't exist in reality. All it does is exist on our screens. It's not like Minecraft maybe, sure. Still again on a screen. Like, look at this. This is not real world. I'm not watching, like Jimmy walk up to me on the street and start yelling at me for something I didn't do. Like, you are hurting the planet because you ate chicken nuggets. Like, sure, I ate chicken nuggets. How am I hurting the planet? How am I hurting the planet, dude? I'm not. I'm hurting nothing. I'm hurting nothing, dude. I'm hurting nothing. I'm over here giving my little self a treat, and you're here yelling at me because I ate food? When did eating food become a bad thing? Like, that's another genuine question I have. When did eating food or getting vaccines become a bad thing? Like, or when did not eating food? When did staying fit and actually not making yourself, look bad, like not hurting, like not being disrespectful to your body? When was that the bad thing? When was that the bad thing? When? When? When was being fit bad for me? When? Like, sure, fat people can exist. The sole reason we're fat half the time is because of ourselves. It's because of I'm sorry, Amazon. It's because of you. If Amazon didn't exist, we'd have such a better life. I'll say it right now, without Amazon, you wouldn't see half of the fat people that there are in the world today. You wouldn't see any. Not a single one, because they aren't lying on their butts all day. Ordering food off of Amazon and ordering DoorDash. Like, I'm sorry, but in the internet, while I'm using it, I'm over here talking about how the internet's bad and I'm using it. I'm sorry, the internet still sucks today. It's always gonna suck. It destroyed humans because we thought it was better for us. Now look what we did to ourselves. In the end, we're the idiots. Like, TikTok. I'm sorry for those of you that like TikTok and anyone watching this. TikTok is actually one of the worst platforms because while they can do good, it's not about where they came from. It's about the fact they encourage hurting yourself. What do you think half of the kids on there are doing for views? They're not living their best lives. They're hurting themselves for views. They're hurting themselves so they can get seen. Am I hurting myself making this video? No. I prevented hurting myself from making a video. Like, I'm sorry. When was hurting yourself a good thing? Why is so many things that are bad for humans good things now? Like, idiots. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that will look at you dead in the eye and call you an idiot. Because you are. Yes, I'm one of them. One of the people complain about. Oh, God, that guy's so mean. He just walked up to me and told me how wrong I was. Like, I'm not wrong. He's wrong. Okay. Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill, whenever he's been told what to do. Okay. I could care less. I'm not gonna say a thing to you. I don't need to. I don't need to say crap to you. I can live my best life doing more for me than you could. Because I'm not hurting myself. But you know what? There is something I have to say. There's one thing better than working for yourself. Working for your family. If y'all know who Inky Johnson is, I learned about him recently. Like, I'm not always the best with sports media. I don't like sports. I don't care for sports. But this guy, I watched something about him. I was like, wow. Because he didn't work for himself. Honestly, that guy was awesome. Because he didn't want to work for himself. He could have cared less about where he ended up. All he wanted was the NFL. He could have become one of the worst people in the world. But he wasn't. Because he had one goal in mind. I'm gonna make my family's life better. Again, working for yourself ain't always as good as working. It's not always the best thing. It's better to work for your family. Work for the people that care about you. Work for the people that want to see you grow. They want to see you become something. Why do you think I haven't quit yet? If Trench, since I know you kind of watch these videos, I know you're probably listening to this. You're either mad at me for some of my opinions or you're not. Cool. Let me get this one thing out there for you. Buddy, thank you so much for that comment. Like I said earlier, you know what? He was right. Like, don't hit the quit button. You have so much ahead of you. Don't hit that quit button. There ain't no restart. Trench's message was honestly one of the best messages for people to listen to. I made stairs, and look what's right here. I just wasted oak logs, oak planks. And in the end, Trench was right. There is no quit button. I mean, there is no restart button. You die. You're done. Bye. Sorry. That's life. You did it to yourself. Guess what? You're not coming back from it. Like, yeah. Guess that's it. Like, That's all I can really say for those people that think you get out of life easier. You don't. You make problems worse for everyone. Your family, your friends, the people that do care about you in this world. They don't want to see you go. And I learned that. A lot of my friends didn't want to see me go. They didn't want to see me succumb to what I thought was right, to what I thought was the right thing to think. It wasn't. They didn't want to see me succumb to that. So they went and helped me. Trench, his comment on the other video was one of the, like, wow. Thank you, dude. When, Josh, he basically has told me multiple times when I didn't share this stuff before I made that video. He'd tell me, dude, don't. Like, he didn't even want to see me go. And I get into fights with him. I fight him on so many things. He doesn't want to see me go. S, when they returned, oh my god, to see them return, already uplifting. But the fact that they didn't want to see me go either was also awesome. It tells you there are still people in this world that care about you. And you just have to open your eyes for just a few seconds to see it. Sure, you can live in your own little world where nobody cares about you and you're alone. But in the end, you're not seeing the bigger picture. There's so many people that care for you. They don't want to see you go. They want to see you become something. Make something of yourself. So yeah. Another time for me to be kind of depressing and kind of not depressing at the same time. Oh, crap, I'm messing my own stuff up. I'm trying to do a stair thing here, buddy. There we go. I don't know, I'm weird. Like, yeah. Oh, I touched a button. I almost did something that wasn't right. Trench's message was awesome. See that after Trench's message, I got more people telling me. Because I wasn't hiding it. I hid it from people because I was too scared to think they'd see me as this weak, pathetic person. When all I've tried to be is, look, I try to be someone you can go to. Someone you can talk to. Fortunately, those people don't want to seem pathetic, and I'm one of those people. So unfortunately, for me, I didn't want to seem pathetic, so I didn't tell anyone other than very close friends that I wasn't doing too good in the head. Well, obviously that wasn't working too well for me. And then began the ongoing war with myself. That ended, or has it? I don't know. Has it ended? Like, it has ended for me right now, but nothing truly is ever going to end. Like, the only thing that ends is when the universe dies. Like, that's when, well, death. Death is the end. Depressing! Yay! God, I'm so weak. Yep. That looks so random. It's just a weird little hut. I love it. But yeah, like that, the whole thing, I finally went past what I thought and got to see that there are people in this world that care about me. So who am I to just screw it up because I think I'm a bad guy. I'm the guy nobody wants to talk to. That's what I've thought for so long because there are just some people that just stop talking to me, and I thought it was because of me. No, well, it is kind of because of me, but it's also because of them. They started to think I was weird because I talked about the same thing they would, and then I guess because I wasn't either originally in the friend group or something, I don't know. I get added to stuff a lot, added to friend groups, and then I get into it, and then they don't talk to me. They used to, like, they talk to me, and then they won't talk to me. They'll just stop talking to me. They think I'm weird. They think I'm an... Oh, yeah, there was an interruption. Yeah. So for the work, they were just thinking I'm a nerd. Like, I don't know. They were the ones starting the conversations. I don't know what leads people to just stop talking to you for some reason. Like, stop talking to people. I am nice. Like, I know I'm nice. At least I think I am sometimes. Like, I can be. I know I can be mean. I hate it when I'm the mean person in the conversation. That's what I thought there was something wrong with me and I need to change. Guess what? You don't need to change. I'm going to talk to people right now. You don't need to change for other people. No one does. If they can't accept you for who you are as a person, guess what? Stop talking to them. Like, they need to realize you got a life. There's stuff to deal with. Like, you're just who you are in the world. They can't change that. Fortunately, that's hard for people to realize because they want everything to be their way. I'm sorry. Half of this is me ranting about stuff in life, and half of this is me trying to be, you know, venting, I guess. I know this channel is more about me ranting. It's not about me venting, but that's originally what it was kind of doing. So, yeah. Okay. How do I do this? Well, that's working. I've done this once, where I've actually made a good looking house. And that was in a world I play on with friends. That's not a world that you guys get to see because that's just a world I get to play with friends. So yeah, now that's... So I'm not great at building houses in Minecraft. Just kind of hope it looks nice in the near future. So far, it's doing really well. But yeah, there's a lot of opinions that I have. And sometimes people get to hear them, sometimes people don't want to hear them because people like to live in their world with their sunshine and rainbows. Cool for them. I can't live in that world anymore. I ruined it for myself. It was my fault. I'm surprised. This usually it feels like it's not going fast. Minecraft is going like so fast. I'm looking at the time in real life. It's going so fast. Why is time going fast? Time is usually the most slow thing on the planet. Sometimes. I guess, some things just feel fast. Or not to me. Okay, let me see. What can I use to stand on? Okay, let's stand on you. Let's get up here with this. This. Let's get that wool. There we go. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was the Bash Rant's first time Bash, or, some people call me Nathan. I'm used to it. Went on his own little half opinion rant, half talking about stuff in life. So yeah, the Costa thing and the S thing. Those are things I wanted to talk about, and then I got sidetracked into other stuff. Yeah, so that's the gist of a lot of stuff. If you want to hear more about the Costa story, or maybe later on I do stuff about S, first of all, I would rather have permission. Like, I know they say I can talk to me, but I want to know if they're fine with me sharing more. Yes, I want to make sure they're fine with me sharing more about them. Before I do... Oh, that was a bad lag. Before I do anything more, really. But I'm just glad they're back. But I hope that they're doing pretty well. This was mainly me needing to do a video and not wanting to edit anything. And that's what this world's all about. Other than the obvious I need to cut stuff out. I hate that. I hate that I have to cut stuff out. Why do there have to be interruptions? Why can't people interrupt me? What did I ever do to people? Oh, wait. Yeah. A lot of stuff. uh, yeah. That was... Why is it lagging so bad, dude? It's been going so well. But yeah, so that's the really end of the video. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for listening to me talk and yap and say more about my life. You guys don't really need to hear, but you're still here because I might be your favorite content creator. I don't know. that helps me. So thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you to those that have stuck around with the channel. You guys are awesome. So yeah, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go to sleep, and then I'm going to end really the video with finishing off the house, maybe? I actually kind of like how that looks. It doesn't need any more. I can just finish it there, and it will look like a nice little fishing hut. Oh, I want a nice little fishing hut for me, because I want a nice little house. Or I'm not bothered. Oh, how nice would that be? Oh, I love that idea. My nice little fishing hut's on the dock of the bay. God, I went into songs. I went into what I think about, like, I just don't like the fact that people kill people. That's bad. Really bad. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that at all. It's bad. Not a good thing to do. Taking your life ain't a good thing to do. Being a person, that's fine. You can exist. I don't have a problem with you. I've never had a problem with. I actually don't have a problem with a lot of people. I'm actually somewhat of the nicer guy in friend groups. I have people that are mean in friend groups, and the only person that's nice in some friend groups is me. So funny. Yeah, so that's kind of it. Like I said, I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna yap about whatever that comes to mind. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm just placing the rest of this, and then I'm finishing my fishing hut that I love so much. I don't know why I love this. Have a weird. Mm, I love it. I love how it looks. It doesn't need any more. It's perfectly fine the way it is. It doesn't need anything else. So the first two builds in my that I've built myself are right next to each other. This looks so awesome to me. And I get my dock of the bay. I get my dock! I get my dock! I'm so happy! I'm happy about a lot of things. Yay. Mm. See, this is my rainbow and sunshine world right here. Cross, chickens for food, this house. This is the house I want so much. I don't need a mansion. I don't need that. Kind of learn that. You don't need it. You don't ever need it. You'll never need it. You know what you need? You need a house with a bay and a dock. Because that's awesome. You can just relax. Listen to the ocean. Oh my god, I'm talking about myself. Wait, that's what this channel's about. Yeah. So yeah, this video is mainly me just, again, trying to get stuff out here. First video 2026 for me was me yapping about random crap. God, I'm gonna have like so many hate comments one day because of this video. It's gonna be so funny. But you know who's gonna have more hate comments one day? Sarge. And you know what? He can't say I'm wrong. But you know what? He does have a defense. He's disabled. I don't have that. It's just the fact I find that so funny. There's gonna be people in this world that don't like him because of stuff he makes fun of. And then one day it's not gonna work for them anymore. It's gonna be so funny. Oh, I was not supposed to do that. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. I wasn't supposed to do that. I'm mindlessly doing things now. I'm supposed to be making this. Oh, that hurt me. I'm stupid. And I have stairs. Yeah, this is gonna be my home later on in the rant videos. I'm gonna stop here because I'm gonna do mining the next time I do a video on this world. Yeah, so this was fun. I got to do a ton more stuff. I got to yap and not care what some people think. Which is what most YouTubers do. Because, and businesses, like I said earlier, I just went on about a lot of things. try to tell people and give them force feed them the red pill. Because a lot of people in this world actually need it. And I don't care if you don't want it. You need it. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in a world that's eventually going to kick you down. And I'm trying to help you get out of that like I did. As you can see, it doesn't always make me the nicest person. Because I'm no longer the nicest person. I can't be the nicest person always. I live in a world that isn't nice. Anyway, yeah, so S, if you watch this, by the way, thank you so much for staying, tuned in on the videos. Yeah, I know, I went crazy. But you know what? So what? I do that a lot sometimes. I just kind of say random things like, I don't know, I might be autistic. Perfectly fine. I just kind of say stuff that comes to mind. Like, I'll sit in my room sometimes, or I'll just sit somewhere. I don't know where, and I'll just, giggity. That became a catchphrase on one of the worlds I play on with friends. Giggity. And I'll say it. I will just start going, giggity, giggity, crabbity, giggity. I don't know. I don't know. It just comes to mind. It's there. I just kind of go crazy. I go insane sometimes. Not bad insane, just funny insane. When you start laughing at the person for what they said. That's me. I'm funny. Anyway, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, S, for, staying tuned in on the videos, even when, I didn't know if you were around. If you can contact me, that'd be nice. I just kind of have a few questions. I just have a few questions for you that I'm not going to ask on the other platform because I had somebody else check it, and then you saw the message. Obviously, I checked it one last time, and now I don't check it anymore. But, yeah. If you can reach out or something, just try to get a hold of me. Wow, that sounds so wrong. Doesn't that sound wrong to people? Tell me, in the comments, does that sound wrong? I know I placed a bet for who can tell me what the most played song on radio is. By the way, the movie Radio, such a good movie. Oh my god, such a good movie. But yeah, the most played songs on radios, radio stations. What is it? But, yeah. So, S, if you can, reach out, be nice. I just have a few questions, and I just need to make sure. I just need to, I don't know. Okay. Allow me to get this through real quick. I am still paranoid. And unfortunately, the whole you disappearing, well, it sounds like I'm on a call with them. Yes, I laugh. I laugh, but it is weird doing this. It feels so wrong asking someone who you haven't talked to in a year to try and talk to you again because you don't want to force them into it. You don't want them to think you're, bad or you're just weird. Because you don't want to ruin the friendship. You don't want to ruin it. But you might because you're weird sometimes. You're paranoid. You need answers to things. I need answers to things because I need answers to things. Sorry, I need answers to things. So yes, if you can reach out, please try, please, if you can. I need an answer or two about on a few things. That's it. That's it, really. You can not talk to me. By the way, Jumper by Third Eye Blind. Goated song. Oh my god. Video, song though, meaning of the song lyrics, goated. I actually do love that song because it's also calming to me. And if you know the song, you know why. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Trench, for that comment, by the way. I know I've thanked you a ton for that, but I'm still going to thank you again for that. That was awesome. That was so nice. You did really help. And so have you, S, so has Josh. So many people have helped me. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching this. Thank you guys again for listening to me ramble on like an old man in a, I don't know, pizza bar or something. Just over like what is it called? Like Cracker Barrel. T-Bone Tom's, steakhouse. No, it's not a steakhouse. T-Bone Tom's is goated, by the way. If you ever go into Kima and try T-Bone Tom's, you need to try it. It's goated. I don't have food. Goated, by the way. T-Bone Tom's goated. Josh can agree with me on that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for listening to me ramble.